Hello, today we are going to be talking about the atom. So, an atom is the smallest particle of an element. Everything around you is made out of atoms. The table you're using and the chair you're sitting on, everything is made out of atoms. Even you are made up of atoms. Now, let's talk about what an atom consists of. An atom consists of protons, which are positively charged constituents of an atom. They constitute a positive charge, of course, and neutrons, which are the neutral constituents of an atom, and the electrons, which are negatively charged constituents of an atom, and the electrons are much smaller than the protons and the neutrons. Moving on, the protons and the neutrons together constitute the nucleus of the atom. The nucleus is basically the center of an atom. The magnitude of charge on a proton and a neutron is exactly the same. Now let me show you a demonstration of the structure of an atom. Now we're just going to play a video. First, let's draw the nucleus, okay? And let's put the proton inside. The sign for proton is a P positive because it has a positive charge on it, of course. Let's indicate the number of protons with the variable x. Now let's put in the neutrons in the atom. The neutrons in the atom are indicated by the sign N0 because they have no charge on them. And let's indicate the number of neutrons with the variable y because the number of protons and the neutrons in the nucleus can be different. So yeah, now let's create the electron shells around the nucleus. As we already know, the magnitude of charge on the protons and the neutrons is the same. So the number of protons and electrons in an atom, in a neutral atom, is exactly the same. So the first shell consists of a maximum of 2 electrons. Let's put them in quickly. Let me find the right color. Yeah, there we go. You can have a maximum of 2 on the first shell, a maximum of 8 on the second shell. Actually, let's make the oxygen atom, okay? Let me put in an oxygen atom, there are 8 electrons in total, which means there are 6 on the second shell. So if there are 8 electrons, there are also 8 protons. Let's just put that in. Let's replace the x with an 8. And in the isotope we are talking about, in the most common isotope, there are also 8 neutrons. In an oxygen atom, you have 8 protons, 8 neutrons, and 8 electrons. Yeah, let's erase that quick. Put that in. Yeah, there we go. So this is the structure of an oxygen atom. And let me just write that in. Yeah, now I have to tell you something really important about this diagram. Okay, this diagram is known as the Bohr atomic model. Yeah, just remember that. You need to memorize that somehow. It's known as the Bohr atomic model. Okay? Just think of it as if it's boring. Well, if it is to you. Yeah, so there we go. Now let's draw the Bohr atomic model for hydrogen. Okay, let me just put in the heading. You're expected to draw it much neater than I have. Given that in a hydrogen atom there is 1 proton, and in the most common isotope there are no neutrons at all. Yes, it's true, there are no neutrons in a hydrogen atom. And we have 1 electron, of course, if there is 1 proton, because they constitute of the charge of the same magnitude. Let's put in the nucleus, let's put in the 1 proton, and let's draw the electron shell. There's only going to be 1 shell because there's only 1 electron. Let's put in the electron. Let's put in. Actually, that looks really unneat. Let me just erase that real quick. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now let's draw the thing again. Okay, it looks much better. Let's put the electron in. Yeah, so that's the Bohr atomic model for a hydrogen atom. Yeah, so that is basically how you draw a Bohr atomic model. Okay, now let's just read some interesting facts about the atom. So the atom consists of 99% empty space. So the distance between the nucleus and the electrons is so large that there's a lot of empty space left behind. And well, you don't just see empty space around you, and that is really shocking. The diameter of one atom is the 10th of a billionth of a meter. I mean, not even microscopes can see that. Well, we hardly ever have seen any atoms with microscopes. You surely can't see it with the naked eye. I mean, that's obvious. In your body, you have 7 billion atoms. Yes, that's right. And you replace 98% of them. Seriously, you basically create a new version of yourself every year. Yes, those were some interesting facts about the size of an atom. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave a thumbs up. That would really help. And this is our first video. And please make this channel a success. I hope you learned something about science with this video. I'll keep on making more videos for you, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thank you.